Hey newbies, I have a job for you. We need to construct a rectangular pen next to a highway with the length of the pen almost touching the highway. Then we need to divide the pen into two smaller pens, along the width of the pen. This pen needs to have an area of 18,000 square feet. The fencing costs $10 for each foot, except for the fencing right next to their highway, which is $18 per foot. First, I need you to find a way to model the cost of the entire pen in terms of the width of the pen.
Okay team. Let's solve this problem.
We know that area equals length times width. We will use x to represent the width of the pen. The length can be represented by 18,000 divided by x, since we know area.
So we need to find a way to model cost. The basic formula for cost is $10 times the three widths, plus $10 times the length opposite the highway, and then $18 times the length, to represent the length next to the highway, which requires stronger fencing. Now we need to simplify the formula. It is all combining and multiplying, until we have a whole number plus a fraction. To simplify, we multiply the 30x by x over x. This will get us the final formula of cost equals 30x squared plus 504,000 over x.
Good. Now you need to figure out what the minimum cost we can incur is and also meet all the requirements.
So we can use our graphing calculator to graph the function and find the minimum of the graph. Then the y-coordinate of the point will be lowest cost of the project.
But what about the window?
That's a good question. Well, since x is the width of the pen, it can't be negative, so we can use -10 to make sure we get the whole axis, and for the maximum we can make it 500 because if it was any larger then we would have too small of a length. And for the y we can make the minimum -10 so that we will get the entire axis, and for maximum we can use 20,000, because with the equation a cost over that is unreasonable.
Now that we have graphed the function and found the minimum, we see that the least amount of money that the company can spend is $7,776.89.
Finally, I need you to figure out what width will make the cost $10,000.
To do this, we have to graph a line at y equals 10,000 across the previous function for cost. The points it intersects at are the widths which make cost 10,000.
Also, because the line on y will be 10,000, we can keep the same window as before.
On the graph, we can see that the functions intersect at two different points. We will first find the intersect on the left. To do this, we press second, trace, and then go to 5, or intersect, enter. For first curve we go to the far left of the curve, enter. Then the left side of the line, enter. The place the guess near the intersection, enter. This gives us our first intersection. The x value is 61.89, which is a width length of feet. Then the same is done, but on the right side, to get the other point, which is 271.44 feet in width, and the second point is at 271.44 and 10,000.
Good job group, you've solved all of our problems and now we can start construction.